It looks beautiful. Welcome back to my channel. Guys, please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So today we are done. We've done our brows, we've done our eyeshadows, and I felt let me show you what are my steps in terms of before I apply the foundation, the skin prep, and so forth. So let's get into it. So I always start with my rose water, and this is the Nivea rose water. One thing that will be your best friend when doing skin prep, it will be your fan, right? Because every skin prep product, before you apply the second one, you need to make sure that the previous one that you have applied is dry. So I am going to spray this all over and avoid the eye area, just so that it does not cause any creasing on my eyeshadows. One thing I also need to mention is that I'm already wearing my sunscreen and my face moisturizer. And another thing, please do note that not every sunscreen does work with makeup or with foundation. Sometimes you apply a specific sunscreen, and when you apply your foundation, you see that it is not sitting well or it's separating. Please then just eliminate that specific sunscreen. The one that I use specifically is the La Roche one. So that is the one that I use. I find that it still works when I do apply foundation. Then I am going to apply the Matte Poreless Primer. There is a purple one, and that is the luminous one. That is if you've got very dry skin. So I apply this one where I have got deeper pores on my skin, and that is in this areas here. Then I'm gonna go in with this under eye gripping primer. This is from Essence. Once I've applied that, I am going to go in with the NYX Face Glue. That's what they call it, but this is a primer. Please note that as I'm applying this, the fan is still on to help me dry the product. And then I'm gonna go in one more time with the rose water. And now I am going to apply my foundation, and I'll be using this beauty blender. This beauty blender, it is not wet, it is not dry, it is damp. Damp means it must also not still be left with water on it, right? But you must have soaked out all the water. There must be no water dripping from the beauty blender. If there is still a little bit of water dripping from the beauty blender, please pat it with a towel to make sure that there is no excess water. Otherwise, when you apply your foundation, it is going to lift when you blend in, okay? Once we have applied the foundation, I am going to go in with this classic foundation in color 3 to contour. Once that is nicely blended, now we are going to highlight. To highlight, I am going to be using this color 10 in the Rimmel concealer. The shade is called 10 TAN, and I am going to apply it here, there, bridge of my nose, forehead, and the chin. And I'll use the tip of the Beauty Blender to blend out my concealer. Then you must blend the concealer towards the nose with whatever product is left. You don't want too much product. And for the blush, I am going to use this blush, CBT blush. This is a 3-in-1, eyes, cheeks, and lips. So you can use this for lips, and you can also use this for your cheeks and your eyes as well. I will be using this color over there. Please do note that we are applying the blush at the highest point of our cheeks. So basically when you smile, your blush must not sit below your cheeks and it must not sit here. We can blend it in towards it, but please do not place your blush here or here. And then I'm gonna go back in with my Beauty Blender and just blend this in so that everything is nice and seamless. Once that is done, I'm gonna go back in with my Rimmel concealer, only this time this is lighter than the previous one. This is in color Sand. When you blend this part here, please go light-handedly. As we have already applied a lot of stuff, we do not want to lift anything that has already been applied, so go very, very light-handedly. Please make sure that when you blend everything in smoothly so that there is no harsh line of the blush and there is no harsh line of the concealer. And now I am going to be using the Revolution Banana Powder, and this is in color medium and in color deep. I just mixed them into this container. I apply powder and I get it into the skin. I do not let it bake. And then I'm gonna go in with this Excel 12 palette powder palette, and I will be using the lightest two, not the lightest, but these two shades that is on this palette. Please, when you go in to set the rest of your face, do not go in with a powder that is like your foundation shade or darker. Otherwise it's going to make you even more darker, so you can go one shade lighter. And I'm going to start dabbing all over the skin just to make sure that everything is nicely blended together. And now we're going to set the rest of the contour, and we will be using this powder over here. And we'll be applying it right where we applied the contour and the blush. Just to bring back warmth on the face. And then I'm going to do the same to my nose. I'm going to set the contour on the nose. I do not like a very harsh nose contour, so I will not use a very dark shade. So I will go in with this She Glam blush, and I'll be using the lightest shade. And then on my waterline, I will use this Tehila Black Gel. And then I'm gonna tease my bottom lashes with this mascara. And then I'm going to go in with this lip liner. This is the Miss Demi, and this one is from Bling Girl. Then I'll use this MAC lipstick in Burnt Spice. Allow the lip liner and the lipstick to be blended with your lips. However, don't do this whereby this part of the lip is inside, where it takes away the shape that you have already drawn there. So I'm just gonna blend the two together, the lip liner and the lipstick together. And now I am going to go in with this Essence spray. This is the setting spray. And then I will go in with this and this bronzer. I am going to finish off this look with this Rimmel gloss, and this is in color Pine to the April.